What up, everybody? We're just about a month away from the premiere of part 1 of the final season of Power Book 2 Ghost. And right on time, the trailer drops. And the trailer has this season looking like it might be the best season of Power yet, OG and all the other spin-offs included. The theme that was on the flyer is like father, like son. And the season 4 description reads that Tariq must reconcile his past in order to rise to the top and protect those he loves most. And the trailer concludes with Tariq saying, I gotta use all of him. The good parts of him and the bad parts of him. Then he goes on to say that they gotta get what's coming to them. And I'm not gonna rest until that happens. So in season 4, Tariq is gonna go from denying that he's anything like his father to embracing that he is just like him. And going back to another common theme throughout all the seasons is Tariq has to accept the fact that he's a monster. This is also something that Vincent Ragney expressed to Tommy in season 5 of Power when Ghost manipulated a situation to have Tommy kill his own father. And Vincent went on to tell Tommy that he's going to tell him what nobody else will, that they're all monsters. So Tariq's going to be on a mission like he said at the end of season 3 that he's tired of being on the defense and it's time to go on the offense. And in the trailer, Tariq says he must become the apex predator. The trailer starts off with the voice of Detective Don Carter saying, Tariq St. Patrick, son of James St. Patrick. No code, no loyalty. You smell just like him. I know the truth. I know who you are, and I'm going to put you where you belong. So this says a lot in just one statement. First question, how does Carter know James close enough to know that he has no code or no loyalty, and that Tariq even smells like him? What is Carter's history with James, and is it good or bad? Then he went on to say that he knows the truth, and he knows who Tariq is. What does Carter know the truth about is the biggest question. Does he know the truth that Tariq shot Ghost, or is it something else? Possibly Reek was somehow involved in Carter's wife's death. And he concludes by saying that he's going to put Tariq where he belongs. So from the sound of things, he's either talking about Tariq belongs in prison cell or the ground. But at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised at all if there was a twist. Also, one of the first clips of the trailer has someone at the altar lighting a candle very similar to what Diana was doing in the teaser. They don't show the face of this person, but it looks like it's either Drew or Carter. We also see Tariq on the phone with somebody telling them he needs help, that Noma, Effie, and the Tejadas are all after him. This was the same scene from the promo video where Tariq was telling somebody that he just needs them to have his back. So we now know that Tariq isn't talking to Brayden on the phone because Brayden already knows the situation. This means he's likely talking to Tasha. While we see Tariq also talking to Tasha in the trailer, notice that she's working a job. I think that's a requirement under WITSEC, or maybe she just needs the money. But either way, this kind of exposure could put Tasha at risk. We also see a clip with Tariq in the car with Davis, and Davis tells Tariq that he knows why he's doing this, but why are you? This looks like this is as Tariq and Davis are about to meet up and have a face-to-face with Kane and Drew. So from the looks of things, Tariq makes a move to get leverage on the Tejadas, and Davis is involved in whatever they're going to be doing. We also see a clip of Brayden outside his home with a worried look on his face. Is this because he sees Drew sitting outside his place? We also see Kane waiting outside the door of Brayden's family and punching Trace in the face as he opened up the door. So just as Tariq and Brayden are going on the offense this season, the Tejadas are going to stay on the offense as well by going after Brayden's family. But Brayden should have already been expecting this after saving Tariq and taking a shot at Kane at the end of season 3. Then we hear Noma say, this kid won't be my undoing. I want him and everything he loves killed. This is talking about Tasha, Estelle, and Yaz. If Noma touches any of them, Tariq will turn savage like we've never seen before. And this might be why he decides to become like Ghost to take down and get revenge on Noma for going after his family. But it looks like Tariq also might get to Anya because he's either telling Anya or Diana, I can't tell which one it was because it doesn't show the face, that his dad tried hard to keep him away from the life, and look how he turned out. So either Tariq is exposing Noma to Anya, or he might be trying to get Diana to turn on her family. We also see a clip of Noma and Kane walking through the club, and another scene with Tariq and Braden sitting at the bar in a club. Is this possibly the same club, as they arrange to have a meeting at a public place for safety? At this club scene, we see Tariq is smoking a blunt. So Tariq is back smoking weed again. We got to also ask the question, is he also back on the lean, or maybe turning up on liquor? Keeping in mind that he said he had to embrace all of who Ghost was. This might mean becoming an alcoholic as well, even though he did say he would learn from Ghost's mistakes at the end of season 3. And we hear Tariq saying he had everything set up for him. Life, school, my family was away safely. I'm not letting nobody take that from me. And we see from another clip that Tariq and Braden are back at Stansfield, as well as from the exclusive season 4 pics. But keep in mind what Tommy told Tariq at the end of season 3. That he can't write out a war from the back of a college classroom. He has to either be a civilian or a gangster. All in or all out. And Tariq made his choice. So either though Tariq's back in school, I think he'll have a different mindset on how he deals with things. We also see a little more from the clip from the teaser with Tariq in black and the silencer. Except now we see that Braden was with him and yells Tariq as Tariq fires the gun to put the last shot in whoever he was killing. So because the fact that Braden had to yell out his name, this could potentially be someone he was close to, possibly Effie or Davis, because we see in another clip Tariq having his gun pulled out on Diana. Does he find out the truth about who actually sent Tommy after Tasha, or was this revenge for selling him out at the warehouse? Also, is this the end of Diana, or will Tariq use her to get to Kane and Drew? Because we also see Drew having a run-in with Carter as well, with Carter saying that drug dealers are like cockroaches, impossible to eradicate. Believe me, I've tried. I don't know who he's saying this to, and if he's actually saying this to Drew, but it does look like that either Carter or one of his goons smokes the guy that Drew was with. So this pretty much answers the question if Carter is a good cop or bad cop. The question now is, how dirty is Carter? We also get another clip from the teaser with Tariq and Braden dropping off a bag of money in front of what looks like a hotel. And in this clip, we also see somebody with a glove on. But there's also now another clip with Kane running outside what looks like the same hotel firing his gun with Monet screaming behind him. This also looks like the same hotel that we see Diana and Drew running outside of in both the teaser and the trailer. And are Diana and Drew running from Monet and Kane or Tariq and Braden? Because it looks like Kane's shooting at Drew's car, either though it might be Braden's car. And also, why are the Tejadas at this hotel? Is their house and penthouse no longer safe to be at? But speaking of cars, we also see that Tariq gets his Porsche back from 2-Bit, who took it from him at the end of season 4. So does Tariq kill 2-Bit, or will he get 2-Bit to work for him? We see no Rashad Tate in this trailer, but we do see his brother Kamal in the office with none other than Detective Don Carter. So does this mean it's the end for Tate? And if so, will Kamal be seeking revenge against his brother's killer if Tate is killed? We also see Effie kissing Kane, and they're in the same clothes from the shootout at the end of season 3. We also see the continuation from this scene with Noma snapping on everybody and saying her Tariq problem ends today. But then we also see Effie and Kane turn into the Russians. Does this mean that Noma gets killed and they're looking for a new connect? Keeping in mind that Monet finessed the Russians, who they were at war with in season 3, to end the war by using Kai as a scapegoat. Because we also see Kane tied up with someone choking him, with Noma approaching him with some kind of knife or weapon in her hand. Is this the consequences, like Noma likes to say, for not taking out Tariq? We also see Tariq breaking into somebody's house. And it looks like it's Salim's house, because we also see him roughing Salim up a few clips later. So finally somebody Tariq is going to be able to handle in a fight. But the real question is, why is he there in the first place? And is this from the same scene from the teaser that they also showed again in the trailer, where Tariq is pointing the gun at somebody with somebody pointing the gun back at him? Either though we know it's definitely not Salim pointing the gun back at him. Then we see Tariq telling somebody that he needs to be on top. This is most likely Tasha, because that's the only person that he really talks to like that. And Braden telling Tariq where he goes, Braden will go with him. Is this Tariq and Braden planning on leaving New York? because we also see them with guns looking like they're about to go to war, with Tariq telling Brayden, if we do this shit, we can never go back. This is something very similar to what Ghost told Tariq right before he shot him, saying, Tariq, if you do this, you can never go back. And the trailer concludes with Tariq staying in the same place he was when he shot Ghost. But we see when Tariq turns around, he has a gun in his hand, unlike Ghost. So it does look like Tariq will learn from Ghost's mistakes. But the question being, who is he turning around pulling the gun on? Then we also see Drew in his car firing at someone in one direction while Tariq is ramming him in a blue truck from another. But I do think Drew will survive this attack because these are the same clothes that Drew has on from the picture, with Drew looking like he got beat up. This could explain what happened, but the big question is, who is Drew shooting at, and did he hit his target? And it also shows Tariq with that same black beanie and black outfit on, firing his gun outside of a building, possibly looking like he got shot as he fell back against the car. But we see police cars everywhere with lights flashing. So does Tariq go out like Kanan with guns blazing, or does he end up going to prison, or will he find a way out of the whole situation? And there you have it. Leave your thoughts, theories, and predictions in the comments.